Hey, this is Mike from Junkyard Crafts and Builds, and today we have a twofer. Birthday week starts for me, so these two figures just came in. It is, of course, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Drax and Star-Lord. I want to do these two together. They are just coming out. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. So first we have Star-Lord. Looking very Star-Lord-y like here, with his element guns and everything. Again, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This is the Build-A-Figure wave. Those are the figures you need to find to make Cosmo. On the back we have, of course, a nice digital image of Star-Lord holding his element guns. Looks good. You got a picture there. All right, for Drax, we got much of the same. We have this nice photo of the toy, the two blades, close-up of Batista. Cosmo, Amazon, thank you for the crease. So, without further ado, let's open these boxes up and see what we got. And here we have them both out of their packages. First impressions with the matching uniforms look good. So let's do the accessories real quick, and we're going to start with Drax. He comes with two of these knives in a gray plastic. Decent sculpt work on it, but two of those, and he can hold them in his boots. I'll show those later. And for the Build-A-Figure, here is Cosmo's leg. So you can see she can go straight, she can go forward at a 90. She's got another rotation here. It's a little tight, and her paw actually has a small hinge joint. That's Drax's accessories. Star-Lord, aka Peter Quill, comes with his element guns, and they are in a darkish gray plastic with a silver gunmetal accent piece across the top and the front. Not blast effect compatible, and that's all he comes with. Simple enough, right? So let's go ahead and look at Drax a little closer here, because for me, he is the better of the two right now. It's a really good likeness of Batista. But yeah, it looks really good. They match like the color scheme for the movie, and then the tattoos across the front of the face here, and then the back, and actually kind of go down and follow into the neck piece here a little bit. His eyes, when I look at him straight on, it looks like his one eye here looks outward. Again, I think this is going to be an all new sculpt for the main characters. Looks good. There he is from the back. And then the legs, where I said there's sheaths for his blades. So aesthetically, he looks good. Proportioned well, in my opinion. So, good start. Now for Peter. This is what disappointed me. I was really hoping that of all the Star-Lord figures that have been released, their faces were never really close to Chris Pratt's likeness. And I don't think this one is. The face is just, man, I don't know. Maybe it's me, you guys can tell me if I'm right or wrong, but his eyes are printed a little off, and like the scruff here just isn't doing it for me. It's just not doing it for me there. So I don't know, it just doesn't really catch the likeness for me. As for the body, you know, it's pretty straightforward here with the deco, same as Drax here. You get the paint scheme along the trim, and the crest, black striped along the side here. Got a big gaping hole here for his boot. Yeah, yikes. Especially you can see it from the back. Yeah, so that's the aesthetics. Definitely of the two, Peter is the weakest one. Let's go through articulation. Okay, so for articulation for Drax, Let's go ahead and start with the head. And on my copy, I can't do anything with the hinge. So he can go up on the ball peg that far, down that far. Not too much at all. And I can show you here. So here's his hinge joint, and mine is completely stuck. So much so where if I start bending it down, it starts pulling on the back of the plastic here against the body. So hopefully your copy will actually be able to move his head. So that's unfortunate, but anyway, let's continue on. We can hit the T-pose without a problem. You can go around. Again, this side you got to kind of angle out a little bit because of the molding for the shoulder feature here on his uniform, but this side can go all the way around. Bicep swivel, no problem. We have pinless double jointed elbows. They can get you that far before the sculpt starts affecting it. He can go ahead and touch his ears, wiggle, wiggle. All right, wrist rotation, and each hand has a hinge, a pivot point that goes inward, so he can bring his blades in and get that really cool pose when you want them. All right, moving on. Ab crunch, he can bend down that far. He can go back that far, and they continued a little bit of the sculpt even though it goes off from the line whenever you start leaning him back this far. The belt is a separate piece. We have waist rotation. You can go all the way around if you wish. Legs can go up that far. You can go back that far. Again, the sculpt kind of continues up through the leg. I mean, we got good proportioned legs. He should be bulky and bigger. Maybe it's just me going through looking at that, but it should continue down. It looks like it tries to from the stripes here. They didn't paint the part in between here where the belt covers. That's unfortunate. But anyway, thigh swivel. And again, it's weird. They started here, but they never finished going across, right? So that's odd for me. I got a little scratch there on that side. Oh well. Okay, moving on. We have pinned double jointed knees. So you can go back that far for the run, past 90 degrees. Then moving to the boots, he can go up that far, down that far, and he's got rotation. So all in all, average of what I would consider for Marvel Legends. Not bad at all. And just to show, here is his blade, and it goes into the sheath on his ankles. So let's go ahead and just arm him up like so. All right, Peter, let's see what you got. Okay, so head also on a lollipop, but he can bend back a little further and look up. He can look down much better. This one's just, again, it's a little tight, but you can work it through. Rotation around. And the ball joint apparently on the head is down enough where the neck isn't too long. It looks good. Looks good. All right, shoulders can go about 45. So no T-pose, that's unfortunate. Bicep rotation, we have pinned double jointed elbows because you can bend up that far. A little bit of flashing here. Again, this is all molded blue plastic. The only paint is the red here. This one, red's not too great on the shoulders. Like I said, they got a little bit of a detail here on his buckle, which is nice. And on the little buttons here. And I see, oh yeah, Drax has those same little buttons. So, let's see, what else we have? Wrist rotation and trigger fingers, but they go inside. That's unfortunate. Why would you want your guns going in? All right, they should have been up and down hinge joints. All right, well, moving on. Ab, he can bend down that far. You can go up that far, and again, They followed the mold up through, and it's slightly off as well. Anyway, let's see. Belt is loose as well. Okay. They didn't finish going through, but this one is okay because it doesn't show the sculpt through down into the legs. And then just these little bits of deco here on the top of his thighs. Thigh rotation, pinned, double jointed knees can get you pretty far. Looks good. We have a boot swivel, which we don't have on Drax because of the sculpt. And toes with that weird foot can go up that far, back that far, and rotation. You know, like I said, some hits and misses. His shoulders not going up are definitely unfortunate. There they both are. Let's get them armed up and do a group shot. And here is Star-Lord and Drax with their wave mate Groot and Baby Rocket. Final impressions of these two figures and of the wave as still kind of a mixed bag, guys, between Groot's kind of plainness and like the differences between Star-Lord and Drax. Drax is the better of the two. I mean, he's more put together, his proportions are right, he looks really good, and he has weapon storage. It just sucks that I can't really utilize the neck joint I got some decent poses for some pictures at the end, but he is definitely kind of more put together than Star-Lord. Star-Lord's not bad. His biggest downside is that he doesn't look like Chris Pratt at all. I'm not sure who he looks like. They're not bad. They're not bad. I'll say that much. Some aesthetic issues, some engineering issues, but overall, if you're in on this wave, I can recommend them if you're in, like I said, if you're in for the MCU and just going for completion. It's like I said in Groot, though, it's unfortunate that these figures just don't have that last bit of polish to really put them over the edge, since we're probably not going to see these actors in another Guardians movie. Anyway, this is video 1 of hopefully a series for this week. Hope you enjoy it. Again, if you like what I'm trying to put together here, please subscribe, hit your notifications. That's it for tonight. Thanks a lot, guys. Hope you enjoy the pictures.